Sunday, August 18th, my day 28. Reads video today. We finally got another weight update, and seems like she's doing as well as I am. So today, my day 28, she released her update for days 21 to 30. And she starts by passing the buck. She wants a new doctor in a different city. She wants a nutritionist, again. Didn't she make a big deal about a nutritionist in some Burger King mukbang? But it doesn't matter, because what she's really doing is passing the buck. If she can only find the right group of people to help her, the right group of people, then she'll lose all the weight she wants to without changing her lifestyle. She's also started adding dates into her weigh-ins. It's a little interesting that she knows her filming was super behind. So does she deliberately set them up to be behind, given how she films 5 videos in one day and then spaces them out? Also note her day 30th was July 16th, her own words. Yet her day 1 video, the day 1 again, where she announced the start of this little challenge of hers, was posted July 21st. So she actually quit her challenge that she made for herself. She made the rules. She quit her challenge before she even announced that she started it. She quit her challenge before she announced that she'd started. Think about that. Then she pats herself on her shelf butt for weighing in most days for 30 days, and then she quits. Please note she said she would weigh in for 100 days, not less than 30. So why is she patting herself here? But why should we be surprised? When has she ever finished anything? She makes these challenges herself. She does her own rules, and she still won't follow them. She won't follow her own rules. Is it really all that shocking that she refuses to follow a doctor's rules? Also, something I noticed in her Truth About the Weight Loss Doc video that she posted July 20th of this year, how horrified she was that the doctor wanted her to toss the scale. She refused. She said she had to weigh herself. And now here she is, dumping the scale. I guess that doctor had the right idea, and she doesn't want to admit it. Bottom line is she's quitting it again. She quit her own challenge before she announced starting it. She doesn't want to talk about her weight anymore. But really, she doesn't want to talk about her failure to lose weight. She even says in the video if it'd be different if she was losing weight, but that since she's not, she doesn't want to talk about it. She doesn't want to admit to her failures. She does not want to be faced with her failure every morning. She says she wants her channel to be about her life. She wants sit-downs and vlogs. My question is, what life? All she does is eat and shop. Eat with me videos, mukbangs, hauls. Occasionally she'll color, throw in a few video games, card games, TV shows, a few cheap junior high-level books to mimic variety. That is her life. And she's nearly 30. Nearly 30 years old, and all she talks about is food and shopping and games and coloring. Without her weight, she would not have an audience. It does not take any special effort to go shopping online. It does not take any special effort to sit at your table with markers and a coloring book. None of that is unique. It's not like she's out touring America in a tiny house and showing us what life is like in that lifestyle. Her lifestyle is not unique except for her weight. That is the one thing that makes her stand out. Imagine for a moment little Bernadette from Big Bang Theory at 572 pounds. Because that's roughly how short Amber is. It's shocking, right? Exactly. That's why people watch. That is what makes her unique. Anyone who's ever watched my 600-pound life, who sits there going, how do people get to that point? Amberlynn Reed is your answer. But it is her size, the shock value of her size, combined with her breathtaking refusal to see her responsibility for her size. We're watching for the train wreck. Feel free to prove me wrong.
Goodbye.
Monday, August 19th, my day. Okay, so today Ms. Reed's video was a boring get ready video. Putting makeup on her face. It was taken down by YouTube for a bit. My guess is the title of All the Tea was seen as deceptive. Mostly because it was. No tea was spilled. So she changed the title and replaced it without a problem. Boring. Next. Tuesday, August 20th. My day 30 is more of those question cards. And I don't care. She says they're highly requested. So I guess I'm in the minority. Or she's lying. That air conditioner must be killing the electric bill, though. Look at her. She's in long sleeves. In August. Unless, of course, this video was one of those extremely old ones that she pulled out of her archives. Either way, boring. Next. Wednesday, August 21st. My day 31. So today Ms. Reed talks about her feelings over several days. We get the Minnie Mouse dress with no cardigan, but the same earrings. Same long sleeve striped shirt from yesterday's video. Black shirt. I don't really care, but someday someone might make the Time Lord Lynn video, since we know she makes a bunch of videos concurrently, and it might be helpful to know which outfits appear to wear. This is also where she says she doesn't like to make filler content. So she clearly does not believe these 100 days of videos is about 99% filler content. Blowing out a scented candle is her idea of satisfying. Her life is a cycle of shopping, eating, sleeping, coloring, games. She can't even give a decent book review. Oh my gosh, this book is so great. This book is so wonderful. Doesn't actually tell us anything. Y'all need to read this book. She claims it's been 6 weeks on her mood stabilizer. Though whether that's 6 weeks at a therapeutic dose or just 6 weeks total is anyone's guess. She also claims her mood stabilizer is helping her. So let's all make a note of this, because historically she has enjoyed blaming her medication for a number of things. So let's just make a note of how much she loves her medication right now, that she was finally diagnosed with the right thing, that she's finally being treated for bipolar, in case she decides to blame her meds for something, or say she's not really bipolar. Thursday, August 22nd, my day 32. Ms. Reed did another haul today. What have I been saying? Mukbangs, hauls, eating, shopping, games, low-level books, coloring. That is her life. That is all her life is. There is nothing special about her life. There is nothing unique about her life, except for her weight. Her weight is the only thing that makes her stand out. Her weight is the only thing that makes her interesting, which is why she'll never lose it. Friday, August 23rd, my day. Well, I now have it confirmed that Microsoft is being an asshole. No wonder I keep throwing my laptop in a drawer in frustration. Well, I guess my internet is going to be strictly through my phone for the foreseeable future. So a brief thank you to Kiwi Farms for archiving her videos. Otherwise, I would not be able to use them. Today, Ms. Reed did another clickbait. The whole being terrified thing applies to about 30 seconds, and the rest is filler. I would say, I guess she didn't learn her lesson about YouTube rules about misleading titles. But YouTube clearly has no problem with paying Amberlynn for indulging in her drug of choice on camera. So why should a mere title matter? Remember that in Amber's own words, she has both a binging disorder and a food addiction. I doubt YouTube would pay a drug addict to shoot up on camera. I doubt YouTube would pay an alcoholic to drink on camera. Does YouTube even allow any videos with consumption of alcoholic beverages? And yet Amber gets paid for using her drug of choice on camera. It seems that food addiction has a few privileges. And speaking of Amberlynn binge eating, Instagram's doing something interesting. They put a trigger warning in Amber's hashtag. Because the content that Amberlynn creates is very damaging to other people, especially people with eating disorders. Her huge portions could be considered glorifying self-harm. But of course Amberlynn herself has taken this as a sign that the internet is protecting her, rather than the truth that other companies are trying to protect their other customers from her. Saturday, August 24th, Day 34. Don't ruin her story with logic. Don't try to figure out her timeline. Don't point out when she contradicts herself. Don't try to glimpse any objective truth about her. Just accept her narrative, no matter how many times it's changed. And today, her narrative is more shopping, this time for food. So more food and shopping, 2 for 1. Another taste test, some more eating on camera, always fun. And she shows us Sims 4, so more games, video games in this case. Eating, shopping, games, mukbangs. Hit all 4. Some walking on camera is shown, and it does appear unedited. Good. Can you imagine if she recorded her unedited walks like this every single day and posted those? Even if she tried to do multiple walks in one day and be lazy the rest of the time, she'd still have to walk enough to film. And we'd see her progress, or lack thereof, for ourselves instead of just taking her word for it. That's why she won't do it. She refuses to actually prove us wrong. She just declares us wrong and considers that the end of the matter. It isn't. She would be so much better off if she filmed her walking instead of her eating and her shopping and her games. She'd be so much better off. So of course she won't do it. Also, she admits that all of her food has been coming from restaurants and from fast food. No one is surprised. She says she needs to cook more at home. Because instant rice and microwave Morningstar nuggets are totally not the home version of fast food. Then there's this habit of eating the whole bag of nuggets when the serving size is only 5 nuggets. That's why cooking at home makes no difference. The problem is the portions, the mass quantities of calories. And those mass quantities are the one thing she won't give up.